What's good, everybody? It's your boy Saint Deadeye. It is arguably the world's most popular handgun. Millions have been produced to date with no end in sight, and they have been adopted by countless militaries and police forces all over the world. I'm talking, of course, about the Glock. Yes, today we're going to be talking about Glocks. So, I know a question that might be on your mind. Saint Deadeye, you collect all of these awesome, historic military firearms and whatnot. Why a Glock? Why do you have a Glock? Why do you have a plain old Glock? Well, I'll tell you why. Because it's a plain old Glock. You see, I've said many times on the channel that if you are involved in a legal shooting where you are in the right, you are defending yourself from somebody who is attacking you, regardless of the fact that you are in the right, the police will take your gun for evidence in the case. And however long it takes for you to see your gun back in your possession is totally up to them at that point. So I do not want to carry anything that I consider collectible. I do not want to carry anything that I am not willing to give up in the unfortunate case of me having to defend myself. So I picked a plain old Glock. This is a Glock 43X. This is my carry gun. But more importantly than my particular Glock is the history and the use of the Glock pistol, period. So we're going to get into that here in today's video before we go a-shooting. The Glock pistol was designed and developed by Gaston Glock in the years from 1979 till they started being produced in 1982. And they started being produced with the Glock 17, the original. And they moved on to many, many other variants, including the infamous fully automatic Glock 18 that spits an astounding 1,200 rounds per minute, all the way down to more recent models like mine here, the Glock 43X. And every shape and size you could possibly imagine in between. They come in a variety of different calibers, including 9mm, 10mm, 22 long rifle, 357 SIG, 380 ACP, 40 Smith & Wesson, 45 ACP, 45 Gap, and more recently the 50 GI, which other people have made videos on those, and they look really fun. Hopefully I can get my hands on one in the future, but as for right now, I just have this little guy. They are the world's most popular handgun. By far. They have been adopted for military and police use for so many different countries, ranging alphabetically from Algeria to Yemen, including even Vatican City. Yes, the guards of at Pontifex himself trust the protection of the Pope to the Glock pistol. So it's just amazing how popular one firearm design can be. And despite all the different variants of Glocks that there are, it really is, when it comes down to it, the same basic design across the board. So I'll bring the camera in and we can get a close-up of said design, and I'll show you how to break down and put back together a Glock pistol. Okay, so here we are with the close-up. Glocks are basically the most basic striker fire pistol. So you'll see here on either side of the gun you have these takedown tabs right here. What you want to do first off is make sure you're clear. So we are clear, showing clear. You want to take your magazine out. You want to drop the slide and make sure that the striker is down. This will not come apart with the striker cocked. So pull your trigger, let your striker drop. Then what you want to do is you want to pull slightly back on the slide and pull down on both of these tabs at the same time. So forefinger here, thumb here, and pull down on these tabs while you have the slide slightly pulled to the rear. And what will happen, if I can do it properly in front of a camera, there we go, is the slide will basically just come forward and come right off. There you have your polymer lower frame and your metal slide. One of the best parts about carrying a Glock is the fact that it is a polymer framed pistol. This right here pretty much accounts for half of the gun, weighs absolutely nothing. So on your inside here, you'll notice your guide rod, your recoil spring. All you want to do is just press that forward. That comes right out. And then you are free to remove your barrel. That comes right out. Then you have your slide. That is the basic field strip for not just the Glock 43X, but pretty much any model of Glock. And subsequently, pretty much most models of striker fire pistol. There are a lot of striker fire pistols out there that are, I don't want to say clones of the Glock, but the designs heavily borrow from the design of the Glock. So this applies to a lot of pistols out there, not just the Glock, but for today's example, we are talking about Glocks. So to put it back together, it's just as simple as it came apart. You want to, whoop, dropped it. You're going to slide your barrel back in. And of course I screw that up. Yep. Carefully slide your barrel back in so that you don't jam it sideways in the slide like I just did, because I'm a dunce. Put your recoil spring and guide rod back in there. Your slide assembly is complete again. And all you do to put it back together, put the slide on the rails and cock it back, and you are good to go. Ready to rock. So there you have a basic history and a breakdown of Glock pistols. Now let's do what you really came to see. Take these babies out to the range. Not only will you see my Glock 43X chambered in 9mm parabellum in action, but you'll also get to see my brother and his Glock 23 Gen 3 chambered in 40 Smith & Wesson, kicking some brass on the range. Let's get out there.
I really wanted a whiskey last night, but I was not paying $35. Hey.
And there you have it, Glock pistols in action on the range. If you like what you saw, leave a like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe. We're almost at 150 subscribers, and I'd like to hit that before real spring warm weather rolls around and we can go out shooting some more. But for now, that's it. I'm Saint Deadeye. Peace out, everybody.